Welcome to Maritime Geopolitics. We are diving into why the sea is returning to the absolute center of world affairs in this new century.
It really is. For a long time, people thought digital tech and finance made geography irrelevant, but the reality is exactly the opposite.
That is a bold claim. Most people hear geopolitics and think of land borders and armies, not necessarily the open ocean.
True, but 90% of trade moves by sea. Even your digital life depends on fiber optic cables resting on the seabed for almost every transaction.
So it is more than just shipping routes. You are saying the ocean is actually the physical infrastructure of our entire civilization.
Precisely. It is not just about navies anymore. It is about energy security, underwater minerals, and even how artificial intelligence operates in maritime environments.
It sounds like strategic competition is heating up everywhere, from the Indo-Pacific to the melting ice in the Arctic.
It is. We are seeing the oceans transition from being routes that power travels across to being the actual places where power is exercised.
You often describe the oceans as the connective tissue of the international system. What does that look like in practice?
Think of it as a great strategic network. The sea connects supply chains, financial systems, and energy markets into one giant interdependent web.
Which means maritime security is now basically the same thing as economic and national security.
Exactly. If you want to understand where the world is heading, you have to understand what is happening on and under the water.
That is a fascinating perspective to start our series with. It really changes how I look at a global map.
I am glad to hear that. The oceans are reshaping the future of international power as we speak.
Next time, we will look at maritime choke points and how a few narrow passages control the global economy. Thank you for joining me.